What if everything you've been taught about comfort is the one thing holding you back from a better life? This story reveals how to break the invisible chains of your comfort zone and finally achieve your dreams, all while mastering your English. If you're ready for the change you've been waiting for, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Before we begin, find a comfortable place. Take a deep breath and let's get ready. Today, I want to talk about something very important. Something that is close to my heart. I want to light a little fire inside of you and fill your mind with a sense of power and hope. You see, my friends, success is not just a word. It is a way of living. If you have a dream of something bigger, something better for yourself and for your family, then this is your moment. I truly believe that motivation is just as important as hard work. Why? Because without that motivation, without that fire inside it, is so easy to give up when life becomes difficult. So let's talk about how you can achieve the life you dream of. We will try to understand why we sometimes fail, and we will look at the idea of the comfort zone. We will talk about fear and why it might be your biggest enemy. We will explore how to break free from the feeling of being stuck to find what you are truly meant to do. And most importantly, we will learn how we can rise above our challenges. As we go through this journey together, I want you to listen closely to the words I use. Not only will you feel inspired, but you will also be improving your English. Every word, every sentence we share here is a small step forward. A step forward not just for your goals in life, but for your communication skills too. Chapter 1. Unlock your true potential. Let's start with a big question. Why do failures happen? I want you to know that failures are not the end of your story. In fact, they are often the very beginning. Imagine a small child who is just learning how to walk. They pull themselves up, take one shaky step, and then they fall. They might fall 10 times or 100 times. But do they ever stop and say, "Well, I guess walking is not for me"? Of course not. They simply get up, maybe with a small cry, and they try again. And again. They continue until they succeed. Failures happen because you are trying something new, something you have never done before. They are proof that you are moving, that you are on the path to growth. Think about the famous inventor, Thomas Edison. It is said he failed thousands of times before he finally invented a working light bulb. When a reporter asked him how it felt to fail so many times, he gave a wonderful answer. He said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." So if you have failed at something, I want you to try to see it differently. Celebrate it just a little. It means you are brave. It means you are doing something extraordinary. But here is the important trick you must learn from your failures. Take out a piece of paper and write down what went wrong. What did you learn? What will you do differently the next time you try? This simple process will turn every single failure into a stepping stone that leads you closer to success. Now let's talk about something called the comfort zone. Imagine you are sitting in a warm, cozy room. The chair is soft. The temperature is perfect. It's comfortable, isn't it? It feels safe. But all the magic, everything wonderful and new happens outside of that room. Most people stay in their comfort zones for their whole lives because it feels safe and predictable. They think, I have a job, I have a house, I have enough food to eat. Why should I take a risk and try for more? But here is the simple truth that comfortable room is a trap. It feels safe, but it keeps you small. It stops you from growing into the person you could become. If you want to achieve the life you dream of, you must find the courage to open the door and step out of that cozy room. Yes, it will feel scary at first. Yes, you will probably feel uncomfortable. But please remember, everything you have ever wanted is waiting for you just outside your comfort zone. You don't have to run out of the room. You can take small steps. If you're afraid to speak English, for example, you can start by just saying one new sentence every day. If you are afraid of failure, you can take one tiny risk and see what happens. Each small step you take will make you stronger and braver. And that brings us to fear. How can we kill our fear? Fear is the biggest enemy of success. It is a little voice that whispers in your ear. It says, "What if you fail? What if people laugh at you?" But here is the secret about fear. It is just a thought. It is just a story you tell yourself. It has no real power over you unless you choose to believe it. Let me share a short story with you. There was once a man who was terrified of public speaking. Every time he had to get on a stage, his hands would shake, his heart would beat fast, and his voice would crack. It was his biggest fear. But one day he decided he was tired of being afraid. He decided to face his fear directly. He started small. He began by practicing his speeches in front of a mirror in his bedroom every single day. When he felt a little more confident, he asked a small group of his closest friends if he could practice with them. He was still nervous, but he did it. Slowly, with each small success, he became more and more confident. Today, that same man is a famous motivational speaker who inspires thousands of people. You can kill your fear by taking action. The more you do the thing that you are afraid of, the weaker your fear becomes. So start small, but please start today. This is a really important point in our journey. A moment to pause and think. We've talked about stepping out of our comfort zone and facing our fears. It's a brave thing to do. So I have a question for you, and I would be so honored if you would share your thoughts. What is one small thing? Just one little step that you could do this week to move just a little bit outside of your own comfort zone. It could be anything at all. Please take a moment to think about it and share your idea in the comments below. I truly love reading your perspectives. Now let's think about this question. Are you working to live, or are you living to work? Many people spend their entire lives chasing money. They believe that if they just had more money, they would finally be happy. But true success is not just about earning money. It is about living a life that feels meaningful and full of purpose. Think about your parents for a moment. Think about how hard they have worked for you. They have likely sacrificed their own dreams so that you could have a better life. Don't you want to make them feel proud? Don't you want to show them that all of their hard work and all of their sacrifices were worth it? Work hard, my friends, but please do not forget why you are working. Set clear goals for yourself. Take some time to visualize your dream life. What does it look like? What does it feel like? And every time you feel tired or want to give up, bring that picture into your mind. Remind yourself that you are not just working for yourself. You are working for your family, for your future, and for your dreams. Chapter 2. How to concentrate, study, and understand the value of money. All right, let's get straight to it. You want to change your life. That's why you are here. You want success, you want happiness, and you want to make your dreams come true. But let me tell you something. Very honestly, having dreams is not enough. You need focus, you need discipline, and you need to be willing to work harder than you ever thought was possible. So how can you concentrate like a laser? Concentration is your superpower. Without it, you can feel like you are doing a lot of different things, but you are not really achieving anything. Here are a few simple ideas to help you concentrate. First, try to create a quiet space. This is so important. You must remove distractions. Your phone. Put it in another room, or at least turn it off. The television. Turn it off too. If you live with family, you can say to them, "This is my special time to study. Please, could you not disturb me for a little while?" Make your study space quiet and peaceful. Second, set small achievable goals. Don't try to do everything all at once. If you are studying a book, just focus on one chapter or even one topic at a time. When you achieve that small goal, reward yourself. You can take a short 5-minute break to stretch or have a glass of water. Third, you can use the 25-minute rule. This is a very popular technique. You work for 25 minutes without stopping. No distractions. Then you take a short 5-minute break. You can repeat this 4 times, and after that you take a longer break, maybe for 15 minutes. This method helps to train your brain to focus for short periods, which makes it easier to focus for longer periods over time. Fourth, visualize your future. Every time you feel your mind wandering, just stop for a moment. Close your eyes and think about why you are doing this. Imagine your dream life in detail. See yourself living in your dream house. Imagine yourself driving your dream car or maybe traveling the world. Picture yourself making your family proud. Use this powerful vision to gently pull your focus back to your work. And fifth, remember to train your brain like a muscle. Concentration is a skill, and just like a muscle, the more you practice using it, the stronger it will become. You can start with just 15 minutes of focused work each day and then gradually, slowly increase the time. Please be patient with yourself. Now, how can you study like a champion? Studying is not just about reading books or trying to memorize facts. It is about truly understanding the information and being able to apply it in your life. Here is how you can become a master at studying. 1. Try active learning. Don't just read the words on a page passively. Be active. Take notes as you read. Underline the most important points. When you finish a section, try to summarize what you have just learned in your own words. An even better way to learn is to try to teach it to someone else. When you explain an idea to another person, it helps you remember it much better. 2. Always ask questions. Be curious. As you are learning, ask yourself, why is this important? How can I use this information in my own life? The more questions you ask, the more your brain will be engaged and interested in the topic. 3. It can be helpful to mix your subjects. If you are studying for a few different topics, don't just stick to one for too long. You could try switching subjects after every hour or so. This can help to keep your mind fresh and alert. And 4. A healthy body supports a healthy mind. This is so true. Try to eat healthy food, drink plenty of water, and make sure you get enough sleep. Even just 15 to 20 minutes of exercise every day can help keep your brain sharp and ready to learn. Now let's talk about something that can be difficult: money. Some people say, "Oh, money is not important. I don't need a lot of money to be happy." But then why do those same people complain about their bills? Why do they dream of a better life? Let me tell you the truth as I see it. Money is important. Money gives you freedom. It gives you choices. Money helps you take care of your family and the people you love. If you say you do not value money, you might be lying to yourself. But here is the important catch. Money does not come to people who just want it. Money comes to those who work for it. Have you ever noticed this? People will say, "I want to be rich," but when it is time to wake up early or study late or work a little harder, they say, "Oh, I'm too tired. I will do it tomorrow." This is the problem. They want the reward, but they don't want the struggle. They want the success, but they do not want the pain. Let me ask you a question. Are you one of those people? Or are you ready to fight for your dreams? Success is not easy. It is not for people who are lazy. It is not for people who are weak. It is for those who are willing to wake up early, work harder than everyone else, and never, ever give up. Imagine this for a moment. You see someone driving a beautiful, expensive car. You might think to yourself, wow, they are so lucky. But are they really just lucky? Do you know how many sleepless nights they had? Do you know how many sacrifices they made to get there? Luck did not buy that car. Hard work did. If you want more money, then you must earn it. Learn new skills. Improve yourself a little bit every single day. Take some calculated risks. Work harder than everyone else around you. There are two kinds of mindsets in this world. The first is the poor mentality. People with this mentality often say, I can't do it. It's too hard. I'm not smart enough. They often blame other people or their circumstances for their failures. They might spend their free time watching TV, playing games, or scrolling on social media. The second is the rich mentality. People with this way of thinking say, I will find a way. I will keep trying until I succeed. They use their free time to learn to grow and to build a better future for themselves. They don't blame anyone else because they take full responsibility for their own lives. Which one are you? Remember to work for your parents, not just for yourself. Do you know who has sacrificed the most for you in your life? For many of us, it is our parents. They worked so hard for so many years so that we could have a better life. Now it is your turn. It is your time to work hard. Not just for your own dreams, but to give your parents the comfortable and happy life that they deserve. Imagine the smile on their faces when you can buy them a new house or take them on a wonderful vacation. Imagine the pride in their eyes when they tell other people about your success. If this part of our talk made you think of your parents or someone else that you love, perhaps you could share this story with them. Sometimes just sharing an idea or a feeling can bring us closer together. And finally, how can you reduce stress and stay motivated? First, try to focus on the process, not just the final result. Success is a long journey. It is not something that happens overnight. Don't stress about how far you still have to go. Instead, celebrate every small step you take along the way. Second, surround yourself with positive people. If you have friends or even family members who discourage you or tell you that your dreams are silly, do not let their negativity pull you down. Find people who believe in you, who inspire you, and who make you want to do better. And third, please take care of your mental health. When you feel overwhelmed and stressed, take a break. Take a few deep breaths. Go for a walk in nature. Write down your thoughts in a journal. Remember, even the strongest people in the world need to rest. Chapter 3. Escaping the Rat Race plus a story to inspire. Have you ever felt like your life is a never-ending loop? You wake up, you go to work or to school. You come back home, you feel tired, and then you repeat the exact same thing. The next day. It can sometimes feel as if you are running on a treadmill. You are moving a lot, but you are not actually going anywhere. This feeling is what many people call the rat race. The rat race keeps people trapped. Most of the time, it is because they are afraid to take risks or they simply don't know how to change their lives. But let me tell you something very important. You do not have to stay stuck. I want to share the story of a young man named Lucas who managed to break free from the rat race. His journey will inspire you, I hope, and it will show you that it is possible to create a life that you truly love, no matter where you are starting from. Lucas was 24 years old, and he lived in a small, quiet town. He worked as a delivery driver, and he earned just enough money to pay his rent and buy his food. Every day for Lucas was exactly the same. He delivered packages from morning until evening, came home feeling tired, and then he would watch TV until he fell asleep. One night, Lucas was looking at himself in the mirror after a long day. A thought came into his mind. "Is this all my life will ever be?" he thought. "Just delivering packages and surviving. I want more than this. I want to make my parents proud. I want to give them a better life. But how?" A few days later, while delivering a package to a nice office building, Lucas met a man named James. James was the owner of a successful digital marketing company. He was kind and friendly, and he seemed so genuinely happy with his life. Lucas felt a surge of courage, and he couldn't help but ask him, "Excuse me, sir, how did you become so successful?" James smiled a warm smile and said, "Success isn't magic, young man. It's a mix of hard work, continuous learning, and never ever giving up. You just have to start." Those simple words, "you just have to start," stayed with Lucas. They echoed in his mind. That night, he made a decision. He decided that he would not settle for an ordinary life anymore. Lucas did not have a lot of money, but he did have time. So after his long work days, he started watching free tutorials on the internet about digital marketing. He bought a small notebook and a pen, and he wrote down everything that he learned. At first, it was very hard. The concepts were all new to him, and sometimes he felt so tired he just wanted to give up. But then Lucas would remember what James had said, "You just have to start." Every single day after work, Lucas spent 2 hours sitting at his small kitchen table studying. Even when he was exhausted, even when his friends called him to go out, he chose to learn instead. After about 3 months of this dedicated learning, Lucas created a small project to test his new skills. He went to a local bakery in his town and offered to help them promote their business online for free. It was not a perfect campaign, but it worked. The bakery owner was so impressed that she insisted on paying Lucas for his work. This small success gave Lucas the confidence he so desperately needed. He realized that his hard work was actually paying off. It was possible. A year later, Lucas had saved a little bit of money and had improved his skills a lot. He made a very big, very scary decision. He decided to quit his delivery job and focus on digital marketing full-time. He was terrified. "What if I fail?" he thought. "What if I can't make enough money?" But Lucas knew that staying in his safe, comfortable job would keep him stuck forever. So he took the risk. He stepped out of his comfort zone. Lucas started reaching out to more small businesses offering his services. At first, many people said no. But Lucas did not give up. He kept trying. He kept improving his work. And eventually, people started to notice his talent and his passion. Within 2 years, Lucas had built his own successful digital marketing agency. He was earning more money than he ever thought was possible. But more important than the money, he was happy. He was proud of the life he had created for himself. So what can we learn from the story of Lucas First Start Small? Lucas did not quit his job right away. He started by learning a new skill in his free time. You can do the same. Second, be consistent. Even when Lucas was tired, he did not stop. Success does not happen overnight. It comes from taking small, consistent steps every single day. And third, take risks. Lucas could have stayed in his safe, comfortable job, but he took a chance. If you want a different life, you have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone. Lucas's story is just one example of how a person can change their life. We will explore many more stories like this on our channel Stories of Courage, Change, and Transformation. If you don't want to miss them, I would be so happy if you would subscribe to the channel and click the little notification bell. It really helps our community to grow, and it means you won't miss our next story together. If you want freedom in your life, financial freedom, time, freedom, and peace of mind, you have to work for it. Learn new skills, take calculated risks, and never stop improving yourself. Lucas was not a special person. He did not have extra money or powerful connections. He just had a deep desire to change his life and the determination to make it happen. You can be like Lucas. No matter where you are starting from, no matter how hard it seems right now, you can create a better future for yourself. The only real question is, are you willing to start Chapter 4, Breaking Limits and Building Your Dream Life? Let's talk about something that we all struggle with sometimes. Limits. These are the invisible walls that we build in our own minds. They are the walls that stop us from achieving great things. Maybe you have a thought that says, I am not smart enough, or I don't have enough time, or maybe I am too old to start now. But here is the real truth, my friends. The only limits that truly exist are the ones you choose to believe in. If you want to achieve the life you dream of, you must learn how to break down these walls. Let's dive deep into how you can do this and finish with a powerful message that will stay with you forever. Step 1. Stop underestimating yourself. So many people fail before they even start simply because they do not believe in their own abilities. They think I can't do it, or I am not good enough. But let me ask you this. How do you know you can't do something if you have never truly tried? Think about this for a moment. Every successful person that you admire was once a beginner. They had doubts. They had fears. They had struggles just like you. The only difference is that they did not stop. Here is what I need you to remember. You are stronger than you think you are. You are smarter than you believe you are. And you are capable of so much more than you can possibly imagine right now. Step 2. Take full responsibility for your life. Many people have a habit of blaming others for their problems. They might say, I failed because of my family, or I didn't succeed because nobody helped me. But here is a hard truth. The hero you are waiting for is you. No one is coming to save you. If you want to change your life, you have to be the one to take responsibility. Stop waiting for someone else to give you an opportunity. Go out and create your own opportunities. For example, if you want to learn a new skill, don't wait for the perfect teacher to appear. Start learning today from free resources you can find online. If you want to get fit, don't wait for a friend to join you. Start working out by yourself today. Step 3. Learn to face discomfort. Success is not comfortable. It is often hard and messy, and sometimes even a little bit painful. But all growth happens when you step out of your comfort zone. Think about a small seed in the ground. To grow into a big, beautiful tree, it first has to break through the hard soil. That process is not easy, but it is necessary for growth. So try to push yourself just a little bit every day. If something feels hard, that is a good sign. It means you are growing. And you must learn to embrace failure. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of success. Every single failure teaches you a valuable lesson. Step 4. Build an unstoppable mindset. Your mind is the most powerful tool that you have. If you truly believe that you can succeed, then nothing can stop you. But if you doubt yourself, then even the best opportunities will slip through your fingers. To build a strong mindset, you must feed your mind with positive thoughts. Start your day by looking in the mirror and saying, I can do this. Surround yourself with inspiring people who lift you up. And try to stay away from negative, toxic people who drain your energy. Step 5. Never stop improving. Even when you achieve your goals, do not stop there. Success is not a destination you arrive at. It is a lifelong journey. Keep learning new things. Keep growing as a person, and keep pushing yourself to new heights. Ask yourself, what is my next goal? How can I use my success to help other people? And here is the most important thing I want you to remember today. You have one life, just one. Please do not waste it living someone else's dream or a small version of your own. Dream big. Work hard. And most importantly, believe in yourself. Your dream life is waiting for you. But it will not come to you on its own. You have to fight for it. You have to work for it. And you must never, ever give up. When you feel tired, when you feel like quitting, I want you to remember why you started. Think about the people you love. Think about the life you want to create. And think about the person you want to become. The question is not, can you do it? The real question is, will you do it? Now go out there and prove to yourself that you are unstoppable. This is your time. Let's make your dream life a reality. The fire is already inside of you. All you have to do is let it burn. Today, I challenge you to take the very first step. Write down one fear you want to overcome. Ask yourself this: do you really want success? Do you really want to make your dreams come true? Then stop waiting. Stop complaining. Start working. You are capable of achieving greatness. You just need to believe in yourself and never give up. The journey is hard, but I promise you the reward is worth it. And that's where our talk for today concludes. This one was a real journey, wasn't it? I am so curious to hear your take on it all. What were your final thoughts as we finished? Do you have any lingering questions about any of the ideas we talked about? Please leave all your opinions, your theories, and your questions in the comment section below. I truly love reading every single one and building this wonderful conversation with all of you. Thank you for sharing your time with me today. Until next time, take care.